Oh, what's up, everybody? This is Evan Lefavor. You know what I do. You ready? How about you? You ready? Let's do this. Let's do this like a nudist. You know that I was true with everything I say every single day. So this is the Twin Cities coming through from the 612, and I'm telling you that we're gonna have a little bit of fun, but not yet, cause we gotta get done what's right, what's real on this planet, cause there's evil shit going on, understand it. Don't you even know what's going on with your tax dollars, bro? I'ma tell you right now, don't be slow to check out what's going on. You remember what happened back in Vietnam or World War II with Hitler? What you gonna do? You know you gotta protect who you love in this world, and it's your family, and you gotta protect your democracy. Democracy, what happened to all this beautiful stuff of our country, fool? It's been destroyed over the last 10 years, and I'm like, do you have the fear in your heart to see that it's time to not try to remind us of where we came from looking dumb, while these scum steal all of our money, see, and all of our resources, and try to take us and make us slaves and make us get all these jobs and get paid, but there ain't enough jobs go around. So they tell us that you gotta be a clown, jumping through hoops like you in the circus. Don't you know, man, money's on purpose, created by man to enslave other man. Don't you understand? And it's real dumb. Don't you know we can do all these other things? Don't you understand that it's true? We can share the wealth of this planet with every hungry mouth. Don't you fucking understand it? There's so much food to go around, and if there ain't enough, we can create enough. And it's not too profound, it's scientific fact, don't you see? We'll make a big factory that's 10 acres large and 10 stories big, and I'ma tell you right now, we could think of ways to have robots manning all of these factory vegetables for everybody that wants to eat on the planet, so we never meet defeat. There's so many ways that we could think to get through the days without turning people into slaves and saying that they gotta prove that they gotta earn their right to live. That's bullshit. When you got control of the resources and shit, you cannot put them through that, because doing that shit is whack. Don't you understand? Everything on this planet was put here for free. Yeah, and everybody's gonna have equal opportunity to get it, don't you see? And there ain't nobody with a gun that can own it, son. Don't you fucking understand? So you better run, because there ain't no slips of paper that confuse me about how shit should be. Yeah, so there ain't nobody that's gonna starve any fucking more, because there's too much of what we could do with what's on this planet, and we can't ignore the respect for every human being's life, because they deserve to have it nice, and we got the power to make sure that happens. And then nobody in this planet will be snapping. We'll get rid of crime, we'll get rid of poverty, don't you see? Because as a community we can protect everybody, and that's what we should do, G. We can't be like, yeah, you gotta struggle to survive when you ain't got an opportunity to live your life. You can't get a job, and there's all these people that are rich that are still trying to rob every cent that they can get from your lips, while they control all of these slips of paper that control your brains, and have all of these invisible chains around your brain, around your destiny, cause you're in their game. So confess it, see, but all you gotta do is say, I ain't gonna fucking play, and we could all get together and make a better day where no innocent children overseas get bombed with our tax dollars. Our money could go to making things better for everybody, but people are using it to murder. That's nutty. That's terrorism. Don't you understand? When you bomb innocent children in other lands with our tax dollars, that's funding terrorism. Don't you see? This ain't no democracy anymore. What happened on September 11th way back in the day? Is it like white Nazi terrorist scumbags have taken over our government in every way? Oh no, could that how it be? Are they profiting off the war? See, fascist ways, don't you see? All the innocent people that be dying in Iraq. We can't bring them back, not yet, man, but I ain't talking no smack, fam. Because guess what, don't you see? If you fucking listen to me, we'll bring everybody that's ever died back with scientific facts. But that's another fucking story, because I'm telling you now, the details are gory. We gotta see who the fuck did this shit to all of these innocent kids and make sure that our tax money don't go to killing children no more. It ain't funny. Seriously, do you understand what terrorism is? Terrorism is entering another land and killing innocent people. And when children are involved, that's 10 times worse, no matter what skin color they have. So yeah, you know how we do it. Because guess what? It's the 21st century, and guess what? The American people ain't stupid, so what? Do you understand? We ain't trying to solve problems with murder and violence. We're peaceful in the community. We use stuff like positive reinforcement, see, to deal with all these foreign policy situations that we facing. And what about the poverty up in our country, see? What? Yeah, you better listen to me, because we got all this technology that can do things better, don't you know it, G? Yeah, you do, you know, it's true, and that's why you're trying to hide it from the people, and you don't have a fucking right to do that anymore, because there's too much that we gonna keep going to the top, you see, regardless of any Nazis that are trying to take our lives. Don't you know that shit is really fucking not nice? You guys fell for it hook, line, and sinker, don't you see? Letting these Nazis brainwash you into thinking population control reasons are cool, see? That ain't fucking cool, G. Putting poison in people's shots, see? That shit is a fucking Nazi plot, and I'ma tell you right now that we got to quit putting that shit up in our kids' veins, cause we gotta motherfucking change the way people respect every fucking human life, because that shit ain't fucking nice. It's Nazi shit. They've taken over our government, don't you know? They've taken over all our resources, don't you see? So they can poison each and every one of us, G, with their fucking shit up in our food. And you think that it's not true? Yeah, they're doing it, don't you see? They're trying to take away our democracy. And it's not cool. Right under our nose, treating us like fools. They've infiltrated everything on our country, don't you see? And they're trying to kill you and me. And we gotta stand up peacefully together and say that we're not gonna let these white ass Nazi terrorists ruin everybody's day. You know what I mean, don't you see? That how this shit is clearly defined. People profiting off of taking innocent people's lives for 10 years, stealing our tax dollars. Don't you understand, G? Putting it right into their pockets through Halliburton, man. It's a motherfucking plan, see? No weapons of mass destruction. What's your motherfucking function? Conjunction, jucking. What's a constitution? I'ma tell you right now, I ain't got no confusion. Fuck this, see, they're trying to change laws in our democracy and turn it into a fascist police state and fill us with all this propaganda and hate. But we can't let that shit happen. We gotta take back our resources and start snapping and say, no, don't you understand? We're the citizens and we control this land. And we ain't gonna use violence or nothing, don't you see? We're just gonna stop participating in money and this bullshit that they call democracy. This ain't democracy, don't you see? Republicans and Democrats are on the same side, G. It's all just like professional wrestling. And I'ma tell you right now, that's what I am confessing. And it's not that fucking unobvious, oh don't you know? That these bullshit actors are up there like politicians putting on a show. While they tell you all of these fucking lies, trying to be in control of your motherfucking lives. And then they use your tax dollars to kill innocent kids in Libya, innocent kids in Pakistan, innocent kids in Iraq. Over 1 million dead in Iraq, all of them first-degree murder. Innocent, none of them had a trial. You can't give the death penalty to innocent people without a trial. You can't just have armed forces in their streets shooting people. That's terrorism. 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 They didn't attack America. That's terrorism. Every single one of those fucking Iraqi citizens who were trying to protect their country and they got shot with guns. Guess what? You dropped bombs on their kids. You killed their kids. They're innocent little kids. And then you killed the parents of some of the little kids that survived. And then you continued for 10 years to take all of their lives, and you want to charge us for that and put the fucking money right into the Halliburton's pockets, see? That's not a democracy, that's fascism, Nazi shit, and we got to be thinking about what's real. Like, dang, ain't that a fucking against the law to go and kill all these kids? I don't give a fuck, motherfucker, that shit's wrong. Don't you understand? There ain't no motherfucking double-edged fucking way for you to snake around this shit, motherfucker. So believe every fucking word that I fucking say. Cause guess what? Don't you see? You're looking at the #1 motherfucking G in this universe. Don't you motherfucking know? And I'm sick of all of this bullshit. Your motherfucking show is boring. And nobody's gonna start ignoring all the people's lives that you've been storing and motherfucking waste. Because you're trying to control this whole fucking place and destroy every motherfucking race that isn't white. And it's not fucking right. You coming together, putting shit in people's flu shots that are destroying their lives and making their brains rot? Well, fuck you, you fucking Nazi pieces of shit, scumbag crooks, you terrorists. I'm telling you, you ain't got the American citizen shook. The CIA, FBI, everybody, the police, they're all on my side. Because guess what? We are going to stand up for what's right and protect every single American's lives and their democracy and their rights. And we ain't going to motherfucking do it by putting up a fight. We're not going to do it with violence or murder, don't you see? We're going to do it by reinstituting our true democracy from the grassroots level. Because you don't want to fuck with the devil. You don't want to get put right into hell in this fucking jail. Because you don't get dealt with on this planet. Understand it, don't you see? Because if you keep up with your evil and killing children, you're going to hell, G. The real hell. Scientific fact. It's like the Matrix and shit. Gonna have your crooks ass shook. And there ain't no way you can escape that shit. So you better turn your shit around, see? Because you got chance for redemption through me. And we're all standing together. Because we got new ways that are too clever. And we're not gonna let money decide who gets to live and die anymore. These slips of paper that these crooks and criminal terrorist Nazis control are not going to say who gets to live and die. They're not going to say who gets to starve and who gets to eat. They're not going to say who gets to have a home and who gets to be homeless on the motherfucking street. Because this is the 21st century and we're living our lives and it's not a penitentiary. We are in control of ourselves and we ain't going to have nobody putting us on the shelf. You understand what I mean? Because they've got these evil fucking Nazi schemes. They're trying to get us to hate each other in a civil war and start motherfucking the Third World War. But we cannot let that happen. Because, you know, we gotta be the ones that are snapping. We can't wait for China or Russia to nuke us or some shit because it's so tragic what these terrorists that have taken over our government are doing with our tax dollars, killing innocent kids. Of course somebody's gonna stand up for what's right. Don't you understand? But we gotta get on our time to remind everybody that, hey, we ain't gonna fund terrorism with our tax dollars anymore, because we've got a right to say that that's wrong, and we're not going to do it anymore. We're going to be peaceful. The will of the American people is that we do not use murder anymore or violence anymore as a solution for problems. We are going to open up communication with all countries and see what their concerns are, and then we are going to do everything in our power to not only help their concerns be met, but every American citizens as well, so that we can all on the planet live together and have equal share of the wealth of this planet. Our God-given right. God-given right to all the people. Equal share of everything. And now we've got a right to share it in new 21st century ways that do not require money or any of these other fucking monopoly games that put all these chains on our brains and limit our technological advancements and stuff. It's like we're slowing down the whole human race evolution, and it's enough. Because you see, I'm done with it. Yo, I'm fucking through. And that's why I'm here trying to get through to all of you. Because we're changing the whole dang situation. Because we ain't gonna be facing. We were so dang lucky to get missed by an asteroid that could have killed us all like a bitch. And you're still out there killing all these innocent kids instead of paying respect for having your fucking life still. And you're out there trying to be a criminal, causing terrorism with the American people's tax dollars and shit. Well, you better quit. Because we're not going to take it anymore. And we're not going to use violence or aggression or murder to change this situation, don't you see? Because this is a peaceful democracy. And we will not take your orders to kill each other. No matter if it's a police officer or an FBI agent or a CIA, we will not take commands to kill American citizens. We will not take commands to imprison American citizens who have not gone through their fucking trial by jury, regardless of what laws criminal terrorist Nazis have put into power since they've taken over our government. We will refuse to do that to each other, because this is America. This is not just America, this is the United States. You got that? Each and every state, in each and every city, in each and every town, in each and every neighborhood, in each and every person. You understand that? Not America. This is not the United America. This is the United States. And that means we have rights. And every state has a right. We all have a right. And those rights are protected and they can't be changed by Nazi terrorists that take over our government from under our nose. You understand? No more children will be murdered in this world with our tax dollars. Our good name as Americans are not going to be dragged through the mud on purpose. We are not going to have people causing military actions on our behalf with our tax dollars that are going to get other countries to attack us. No. We're going to use our tax dollars to end war forever peacefully by using positive reinforcement and sharing the wealth of this planet with everyone and giving everyone an equal opportunity and respect for their lives as human beings, and no longer saying that it's alright to take their lives in the name of money or anything else, because that's wrong. Right, America? That's right. This is FreeStyle. This is the 21st century. And this ain't a penitentiary. This ain't Nazi Germany. You can't fucking round people up and put them in encampments. Bullshit. Anyway. So yeah. Isn't it interesting that they never give us training exercises for how to deal with white spies, Nazi spies, who could infiltrate our government, and what to do if that ever happens? What happens if a white Nazi terrorist spy organization, criminal empire, infiltrated our government and took it over? What is the procedure and protocol for the CIA, the FBI, the police department, and all American citizens? What is the protocol to handle that situation? Why have we not been given a drill on that since World War II? Anyway, I gotta go. I don't even feel like freestyling anymore. You know what I mean? It was bad enough, the 1 million people in Iraq, but then the Libyan kids, and then now all these Pakistani kids dead, 3,500 dead, with our tax dollars. No, we aren't paying for that shit. We aren't paying for any of these fucking wars that any fucking Nazi terrorist spies who have taken over our government started. You understand that? Because that is the will of the American people. We are not murderers. We are peacemakers. And we do not use murder or violence to solve problems or create peace or to bring democracy to people. We do not invade lands. We do not say we aren't subject to the same laws that we hold everybody else to. That's it. And America and democracy will be restored. And not only restored, but upgraded 21st century style. So there's no more excuses for the people's voices not to be heard. Now that we have all these 21st century ways to vote every day on every issue, democracy will survive, and it will evolve, and it will not be destroyed. Our rights will never be destroyed, because the American people will not do that to each other. Which makes you wonder, who are these people that call themselves Americans who have taken over our government for the last 30 years? Just because they have white skin does not make them an American. Do you understand that? What makes them an American is how they respect our rights and how they respect the name of the United States and everything we stand for. And that has been continually disrespected in the last 10 years. Regardless of if it's Democrat or Republican, you ever heard of the Hydra before? You cut off one head and another pops up in its place. This is not an individual that they have out reading a teleprompter that you can blame for this. No. All we can do is something new, something never done before, and that's all of us in the world standing peacefully together for democracy and standing against dictatorship and fascism, and doing it peacefully without murder, but united together with truth and no more excuses for disrespecting any human life. And that's it. Because I am Evan Lefavor, otherwise known as EL. And if you know what the fuck that means, then you know that I am not joking with you. Anyway, Twin Cities, FreeStyle, Evan Lefavor. Guess what? It's been 11/11/11, and now you're kicking it with your homie for eternity. My name is Evan. Don't you understand? I'm here to protect and respect everyone throughout the land, and demand that respect for everybody. And you're gonna stand with me. You're gonna stand with me, and united we're gonna make it a better world. See, without slavery and oppression, and without using violence, murder, or aggression. We're going to use positive reinforcement, don't you see, and manifest miracles and improve our destiny. Peace. Best believe.